Boys in Engineering is a program to expose young boys to STEM. They're going to be exposed to field trips like here to DTE.
They're here today partnering with DTE to say, hey, DTE is a partner with the community, and we have opportunities for them if they were to stay in engineering to come work and do what I do at some point. And the whole point is to close that gap, make sure there's equity, make sure there's availability, opportunities out there for those young boys to, one day grow up and be an engineer.
I think it's really good that the students are going through the training building today and getting to see the training exercises, because it makes engineering less abstract. Instead of just saying like, oh, engineers and people from DTE turn our energy on, they can actually see how do we keep our energy on, what do we use to produce or release this energy.
The key about Boys in Engineering is that it's not school, because school has not worked for these boys. Just the general structure of school where boys are expected to sit down and be quiet all day doesn't work. Instead, what actually works, and the research supports this, is when you get out and you do field trips and you touch things and you learn from experiencing it. That's what works, and that's what we're trying to expose these boys to.
Today was all about being hands-on. So they saw a machine actually get fired up. They went inside those machines, took pictures, right, so they understand the controls of the machine. They actually saw our training facility, where it all starts, to be a gas employee, to work out in the field. Later this afternoon, we're going to be building some engines. So they're going to be using tools, taking these engines, putting them together, giving them that opportunity to say, hey, this is what I actually did today, look.
It was really fun today to be able to build an engine out of Legos, because I got to see how they work, what I could do with them, see how they're really built, and maybe do it one day too. Yeah.
For a lot of kids, they decide if they're going to be interested in STEM or not by the time they're in elementary school. Boys of color, girls of color, any of these groups that are usually excluded from engineering get to see engineers and talk to engineers. They're able to say, oh, okay, I can do this, before they make that decision of, I'm not going to get involved with STEM because there's not people like me there, or I don't think I can do it.
I feel like this inspires me to do what they do one day, because it tells me what I could be doing when I grow up. How they do their job could inspire me to do something similar to what they do.
I definitely want to keep pursuing STEM because it's hands-on and it gives good concepts and good ideas on certain things, like how would you engineer, how would you solve this?
I would tell my friends that I got to see what DTE really does inside, what Norm doesn't really see, because I got to actually come to see the workers and have them explain to us what they do on a regular daily basis.
Yeah, the next time I see a DTE truck in my neighborhood, now I know like they're coming to fix a pipe or a gas leak or some falling down wires from a storm.
And then at some point, they can grow up, become engineers in Michigan, and then help serve the same community that we serve today here at DTE.